I'm Paul.
I'm Devin.
Together, we're Dads and Dice, two new dads who like to play some games during our free time. And today, we're playing the two-player abstract game, Winter.
In this game of frozen lakes and snowflakes, the cold responds to your strategy. Can you freeze and thaw your way to victory? We'll go get it set up and find out. Okay, we've got everything set up here. So, Winter is actually played over two phases. It is first going to be the freezing phase where we are building out our frozen lake. Then it will be the thawing phase where we will be trying to kind of do the chess-like abstract strategy of being the last one remaining on that lake. So, we will do initial setup here in a minute, but initially the board will be set up something like this. And then we'll rotate, taking turns, picking up a tile and placing them somehow on the board. If I was playing the light blue player, my goal is to make a 2x2 pattern of snowflakes, and I would get to place one of my chips there. And then it would be Paul's turn, and he may draw this, and it doesn't quite allow him to place anything, but maybe he puts it, we'll say somewhere like that for a future play, and then I go, and maybe I do this, and so on, and we keep going back and forth until the deck runs out. Then, once the deck actually runs out, we switch over into the thawing phase. And so, the final situation, let me just kind of lay a couple cards out here. May end up something. Let's get something that I can actually work with here real quick.
No dark blue ones are coming out.
I know. Let's we'll do something like this, and we'll call that good for right now. So we're going to have several of our little snowflake chips out there. And in the thawing phase, you can do one of three actions, you actually have to do one of three actions. The first two are the actions that you actually want to probably choose to do, and that is you could move a card that does not contain a chip and move it somewhere else, and if you create a 4x4, you place a token. And you actually will have to create a 2x2 in this phase. The second thing you can do is just straight up remove a card that does not have a token on it. And if you can do neither of those things, you will have to pick up one of your snowflake tokens. The last person with a token left is the winner of the game. That's really it. All right, so how the initial setup works is first we must randomly decide our starting player. So I'm going to do a good old behind the back here, and Paul, let you pick a hand.
We'll go here.
Okay, empty. So I will be the first player.
Okay.
So I will essentially decide the placement of the first two cards, and then Paul will get to choose what color he wants to play.
There we go.
So we'll do our first card there, and interesting. I'm going to do this to not make it a super easy decision for you.
That is a little bit harder there. I'm going to go ahead and go with, let's go ahead and do dark blue.
Okay. So Paul takes the dark blue. I take the light blue, and then Paul, it's on you.
All right. All we're doing here, drawing cards and placing them down. Should have done light blue there.
Should have done light blue.
But let's go ahead and go.
And you can rotate the cards 180 degrees, and they can sit in kind of any pattern like that. You can just never place a card like this.
Mm-hmm. So,
and of course, one side does have to touch an existing card.
I think we'll do something like that, just to kind of get started.
Okay. So, I see. This does not help me. So let's just do that.
Let's just go up here.
Okay.
Make a solid connection. There we go. First snowflake on the lake.
Okay. Well, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe something like that.
All right. We'll go there, and that actually gets me a snowflake there.
This one can do several things.
Can. There's a lot of strategy in this tile placement, card placement.
Hang on, I don't want to do that. That doesn't place anything. Oh. Yes, there is.
All right, here we go. Here's a normal kind of looking card. That actually does not do very much for me right now. Where can this go?
It's a card I wish I drew. I know that.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going to go there with it.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Might have to rearrange kind of our little play area here.
Okay. This is, of all the cards to draw, the worst one I could have.
Let's put this right here. There we go. I'll have to move that eventually.
I'm just gonna go, I think, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's could go here. Could go up here. I think I like this play better. I do like that play better.
Yeah.
It gives me that and that.
Another of the ones I don't. It's dang near the same. It is the
It's
same
the
pattern.
same card. Okay, kind of blocks me in there too. And I think I got the same card too.
You did?
I sure did. Let's just go ahead and go there. Blocks out some spaces.
Oh. Shuffle that. I didn't mean to do that. It's funny, I set up a thing to be able to do so much, and it just didn't pan out.
Didn't pan out. Okay.
You have drawn the one I needed for every way I could have possibly had it.
We're going to go ahead and go... don't want to go there or here. I think I want to go here. I think. Yeah.
Finally one that helps me.
Finally got something good there. All right. Of course. I guess we'll go here on it. Okay. Right. So that is the end of phase 1. Now we'll move on to the thawing phase.
Yep. So starting with you.
Yep. I can move a card that is unoccupied if I can make a 4x4, which I don't think this card lets me.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. So that one just gets discarded.
Okay. And I now have to remove a token. So let's remove this guy.
Okay. And then I have to remove a token. And we're going to remove this one. This one.
Okay. I guess I will remove this one.
Okay. Which this card comes out for free. It is free. But I don't think it does me any good. Nothing there. Nothing there. I think this is a discard one.
I think so. Don't see a 4 you can make.
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm running out.
Running out here. That gives me another one, but again, nothing that can be made. Discard.
Okay.
Gives you one.
Yeah. Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. I will discard this one. Get rid of that snowflake. Oh. I messed up. Shouldn't have done that one. It's okay. It's okay. I think I have to do... no. I think all of these help you.
I know. Maybe no.
Nope, that one helps you.
Yeah. So try and think what would help you. And following it is really the case.
I think I'll take this one.
Okay. It's probably a good pick.
Opens up a couple of possibilities.
Yeah, that makes a pretty good pick for you.
And then go there.
Now I have to remove. Guess we'll remove the one I just placed. Yeah.
Okay. Then I have to remove. Again.
It's funny because when you're placing them, there's some strategy, but not a ton. And then you get into this thawing phase, and it's like heavy strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of mine will help you here. Again. I'm assuming you can't put another snowflake here at any point, right?
Where?
Here. Since that's the one you just removed.
Yeah, correct. It's during this phase. It is you can move and immediately place a snowflake, or just remove a card.
I guess I'll take this one off.
It's probably the best one, truthfully.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we'll move this one and we'll put it here. I think. Or possibly here. Let's do that instead.
I now have to remove.
Yep.
Let's remove this guy.
Yep. Oh, I messed up on that one. Realized what I did. It's okay. Well, let's go ahead and remove this one.
And pretty sure I cannot place that. So that card goes away.
Then I have to remove another one.
The lake's getting smaller.
The lake is dwindling down.
The ice is getting smaller because the lake is showing up. Or it's a lake either way. Water's water. Doesn't matter.
Water's water.
Doesn't matter the state it's in.
Okay. We'll go here.
Okay. Same case. Don't think those will help me. This one help you. This one helps you.
So if you can place it for a snowflake, do you have to?
I would assume so.
You can place one for a snowflake. No, you can't. You cannot.
Yeah, I don't see any.
I thought this one, but it would be reversed.
Oh, hang on. You are correct. Yeah, you are correct. That would go here. Yeah. Oh, man. Thanks, Paul. Didn't even notice that.
Yeah, like you need any help.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's me, and I have to remove another one.
It makes you feel better. I was literally in this exact same position.
I guess. Man.
So an interesting thing to think about here. If you remove one of these two, the exact same effect happens. I move the card, and then you're stuck removing another one.
Yep.
If you remove this one, we actually remove these, and the lake splits.
Yeah, and the smallest one goes away, right? The smallest lake?
Yes.
So then you would
I guess that
pretty
is
much
true.
win.
That is true.
Yep.
But it might be the way to play it because those two are the identical cards, actually.
They are.
So there is a place you can play them.
Not right now. I cannot because I have to remove the token.
Right, but when it comes to your turn, it will keep you.
You're right. It'll keep me in the game a little bit longer.
I think so because otherwise you're removing this
and then removing this one,
and then removing the other one,
having to
next
remove this
time.
one anyway.
Right. So this way it keeps you in the game the longest because I can't play either of these.
And so now
a neat mechanic of this split. So what happens is Paul has to take that card.
Yep. But I'm going to connect it here.
Oh, look at that. I didn't see that one. Okay.
And that will go there.
All right.
At least keeps the lakes connected.
Yeah. Look at that. I hadn't even thought about that. It was just the chunk of ice shifted.
Yeah, it
right?
just moved down.
Okay, I am going to remove this one.
Okay. And I will remove this one.
And so I will remove this one.
Uh-huh. And I have to remove this one.
Okay. So I'm going to take this guy.
So that's technically connected there.
Oh, it is. I didn't notice that. You're right.
And that is actually game.
And I think, now
so I have to take this one. And then this one disappears. This lake goes away, thaws out. And then we're left with that frozen lake.
Yeah. Although I do think that ending phase wouldn't actually happen because that would have happened on my turn. So it's just immediate at the end of that. But yeah, so that was a winner. It plays pretty quick. Whatever this was, probably 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's just a interesting little abstract game. It's again we mentioned the freeze phase is, I won't say not strategic. But not as strategic because really it's just you're making whatever snowflakes you can with the random cards you got, right? You draw a card. If you can make a snowflake, you do. If not, you try and set up for one later. And then you get to the thaw phase, and it really becomes super strategic and super important on what you remove and how you remove it and where it goes from there.
Now, one thing, though, on the freezing phase, and I'm not sure, I haven't played it enough times yet to really figure out the strategy, but I wonder if there is a strategy of leaving some cards just unoccupied on purpose, right? Like without snowflakes on purpose, because during that thawing phase, you don't want to remove your snowflakes. You want to move cards. So maybe it's best to leave some without snowflakes on there, right?
Well, so I would disagree in that you would help your opponent. Like, it would be both of y'all making that decision. And then both of y'all would just have these early turns of removing cards, but you would then end up in the same board state that you're ultimately going to get to anyway. I think it's just kind of the thing where it's really just an interesting. This sets up the game to what I would consider play, right?
Yes.
Like the beginning
it's the setup.
is setup
yeah.
Of, okay, we're setting up the game, and then we go from here. So.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a really interesting game. I like the fact that it's this small little box, right? You can pretty much carry it anywhere. Very thematic for the time of year that we're in, right?
That's right.
I wonder if it's something that they're going to be doing, maybe coming out with a summer, fall, and spring one as well. That might be kind of cool. It's got a little 4 seasons thing on there. But yeah, it's a fun, quick, abstract, like you said, kind of chess strategy in there. And it can be kind of brutal.
Yeah, it can. I mean, it's like a lot of abstract games, especially abstract games at 2-player. they're cutthroat. That's
Yeah.
that's the nature of, I think, a 2-player abstract game, right? Every move you make is going to be something that is either beneficial to you or detrimental to your opponent, right? That's just it's how you have to play them because you're trying to win. I like those style games. We've talked about this before, where I have no problem being cutthroat, whether I should be or not.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it. I like you said, the small box. I could see this. I take to an airport, right?
Yep.
And Lacey and I literally just sit on the ground in the airport because this takes up roughly a 2x2 foot space, right? It literally takes no space. You sit between us with the cards and you play this and you play it really quick.
And if you really need to, you can even just condense the space a little bit more, and instead of going out this way, just go out that way, right? Like it's very accessible, it's very compact, it's just nice and easy.
It kind of it plays, it's like a Hive, and honestly, I may say I would prefer this over Hive, and I like Hive. I really enjoy Hive as a game. I don't know, there's something to this, the simplicity of this, but then the deep strategy in that thought phase. I really do enjoy the way this plays out.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I haven't seen many games that have those two. It's like two completely different games in one, right? Like we were mentioning, the beginning is really just that setup to what feels like the actual game later. There's a fine line there that as soon as there's a very defined line that goes from this to this. And it's really cool. There's not many games that do that.
Yeah, that just has a hard, this phase plays, you play this completely out, and then we're switching modes, and this is what you do. Yeah, so I really like that. You have anything else on it?
No, that's... No, that's it. I really enjoy this one. Definitely going to be getting into the table a lot more. And it's just a fun, quick game.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you guys for watching. This was Winter. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us. They help our channel grow. And we'll see you on the next one. I can do it again. I can do it again. Yes.
You got it.
Okay. For real this time. 3, 2, 1, go.